SimpliSafe and Vivint Smart Home are both heavy hitters in the home security world. They both top the charts of our own best home security systems of 2022 and have rave reviews from happy customers. But how do they compare? If you've been considering either of these systems for your own home or business, join me as we take a closer look at SimpliSafe and Vivint Smart Home. And don't forget to subscribe for more reviews, comparisons, and how-tos here on YouTube. Check the description below to find our full list of the best home security systems of 2022, our written comparison of these two systems, and reviews on each. SimpliSafe is a DIY security system, meaning that you set the whole thing up yourself. It's affordable, comprehensive, and really easy to work with. Basically, if you can unpeel a sticker, you can set up the system in your home. SimpliSafe was nominated our reader favorite in 2022's Best Home Security Systems ranking, and its app has rave reviews from Google Play and Apple App Stores. But where SimpliSafe falls behind is its smart home capabilities and customer service. SimpliSafe is no dummy, but it doesn't have that reach that Vivint does when it comes to features like smart plugs, lights, or third-party compatibility. And without those professional installers on your side, troubleshooting equipment or getting repairs is a whole different story. Vivint claims our top spot for the best home security systems again in 2022. It blends the best parts of traditional home security with cutting-edge home automation and gear. Along with essentials like a control panel, entry sensors, and motion sensors, Vivint has a slew of cameras and other equipment. Plus, it all gets installed by a trained professional who can help you build your system from the ground up. And while it holds our coveted top spot, there are a few pain points to Vivint. The equipment can be expensive up front. Its starter package lands around $600. But you can finance your equipment and pay over time if you're willing to get into a contract. Also, comparison shopping isn't as easy with Vivint either. You have to call in to get a quote on prices for their gear. So let's get into it. How does price, monitoring, and equipment vary between SimpliSafe and Vivint? We have a more in-depth look at these two systems on Safewise.com. You can check the description for that link. When it comes to prices, SimpliSafe tells you everything you need to know up front. Shopping for a new system on the site feels about as simple as ordering a new sweater or a TV online. Equipment ranges from $240 to up to $500 and goes from simple packages for apartments to a full suite with extra sirens, smoke detectors, and more. Unfortunately, cameras aren't usually included, so you'll have to add one separately. Overall, you can expect to spend up to $500 for a new security system from SimpliSafe at the most. Plus, there's the $25 a month monitoring fee, but more on that in a second. Vivint and pricing is a different story because the prices aren't available on site. Instead, you have to call into Vivint to get a quote for your system. But we did find 3 equipment packages that tipped us off to what you can get from the company, and our sources say that the starter kit lands around $600. Ouch. The good news is that you're not limited to just those 3 options. Vivint's whole thing is about combining home security with home automation and smart home. So you can get a ton of cool smart gear like cameras and more if you're willing to pay for it. And whatever gear you do want, you can pay for it up front or finance it and opt for a contract. The tricky part, though, is that contract. Vivint is notoriously hard to cancel and can lock you in from anywhere from 3 to 5 years. Basically, if you can afford Vivint, I recommend paying it in full and skipping the contract if possible. So when it comes to basic equipment prices, SimpliSafe comes out as the more affordable option. Its most expensive package is still $100 cheaper than Vivint's starter kit, which feels really bare for its $600 price tag. Monitoring fees are the price you pay every month for the pros at the home security system to watch your home. These are the folks who call you when your system is triggered, and different companies have different levels of service. SimpliSafe has a self-monitoring plan, a camera-only plan, and 2 professional monitoring plans. That first pro monitoring plan starts at $15 per month, while the second, the interactive plan, starts at around $25 a month. Both of these get you monitoring for standard emergencies that require police, fire, or medical assistance. But the interactive plan rolls in goodies for those of you with cameras in your system. On the flip side, monitoring from Vivint ranges from $30 to $50 per month, and it depends a lot on what kind of gear you opt for. That starting price gets you basic security equipment, while the top tier pairs you with a camera or cameras and smart home gear. You can pay as much as $70 per month with up to 6 cameras and smart home gear too. But that's up to you and your home's needs. In this category, SimpliSafe is still the cheaper option, but Vivint provides monitoring for their smart gear as well as their home security stuff. If you need a ton of coverage for your home, it might be worth it to go with Vivint, but for smaller homes, SimpliSafe is your best bet, especially with video verification. SimpliSafe and Vivint both have the essentials when it comes to security equipment. Both systems have cellular backup that kicks in if your home Wi-Fi goes out, a very useful feature, and they both have basics like control panels, entry sensors, environmental sensors, and cameras. SimpliSafe's only extra product is its smart lock, which can be added onto the system, and you can pair SimpliSafe with your Amazon or Google speaker. But when compared to Vivint, SimpliSafe really falls short in this category. You can connect your SimpliSafe system to Amazon Echo or Google Home, but it's not compatible with Z-Wave like Vivint is. This means that you'll miss out on a lot of third-party compatible products like lights, locks, plugs, and more. So what does Vivint have that makes its products so special? Well, to start, there's a ton of them. Vivint kills it when it comes to having a range of products for inside and outside the home. There's even a vehicle GPS tracker that can link with your outdoor cameras and lights. All of this gear makes it easier to create home automations based on your routine. So, for example, you don't just lock the door, you lock the door, turn off the lights, turn down the thermostat, and arm the system. And Vivint matches SimpliSafe with a cellular system, so internet outages are no biggie. Vivint also has cameras with a lurker detect feature that we've been talking about for a long time. When the camera detects a stranger hanging around your home for just a little too long, it whistles or hoots to tell them that they're being watched. This way, you don't have to keep your eyes on your cameras 24/7 to scare off any would-be lurkers. SimpliSafe and Vivint are birds of a different feather. SimpliSafe is a do-it-yourself, best-for-basics, budget-friendly option. While its equipment and smart home capabilities aren't mind-blowing, it is a great system for anyone curious about home security. With SimpliSafe, you can get a full home security system without paying a ton or getting locked into a contract. And Vivint is a home security and smart home giant with a huge list of products to customize and automate your home. But instead of peeling and sticking sensors to a wall, it requires help from the professionals. All of that reflects in Vivint's pricing. Monitoring and equipment from Vivint are significantly more expensive than SimpliSafe, and while you can walk away with a new system for little down, doing so would lock you into a contract for up to 5 years. Despite its steep prices, Vivint is our winner. It's hard to compete with this system's long list of smart home security gear, customized approach, and professional installation. If you can afford Vivint up front, we highly recommend it. But you should be sure to read all the fine print and ask lots of questions before entering into a contract. What do you think? Was there anything we missed? Let us know in the comments if you have a SimpliSafe or Vivint system. We want to hear about your experience with this equipment and the companies. And that's it for me for this video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more verses like this one. Stay safe!